It feels like I haven't recorded in an eternity. It's probably because, well, I suppose, yeah, you know what, I recorded that fucking Pika thing. That was a thing. But, yeah, sorry I didn't upload 2 videos last week, unless I did and I forgot about, no, maybe? Did I upload the draft as well? I don't know, I might have done, I might have not, but I think I uploaded 1, unless I did actually manage to get the Pika draft analysis in on that same week, but I don't think I did. Yeah, my sister's car was playing silly buggers, and, yeah, on Sunday, we went out, it was my sister's birthday, so we went out and we went to watch, the Hateful Eight and eat at Oaxaca, which is a Mexican restaurant, and it was tasty as fuck. Go to Oaxaca if you're in Westfield, one of the Westfield stores in London. They're pretty good. And go see the Hateful Eight, because Tarantino needs all your support, because he's amazing, and love him, and it's really good. It's 3 hours long, though. Jesus, it's 3 hours fucking long, but it's really good. Go. You get a recommendation. And it's probably the best performance Samuel Jackson will ever fucking give in a film ever. He was so fucking good in that film. Anyway, the other thing I did was I completed Fallout. I haven't played it since. I don't like it that much anymore. But I got so pissed off, I went out and I bought fucking Fire Emblem Awakening. That gets a recommendation, because I only played like 12 hours of it. But, Christ, what team do I even have? I don't even know. Oh, Hooper and Bound, I miss you. Come back to me, baby. You were so fucking good. What other thing? Oh yeah, Gods and Followers. I wonder if anyone's actually playing that. Premise of Gods and Followers, you get 1 god, which is an Uber. I think, actually no, I think, can you have more? No, I think you get 1 Uber. And every other Pokemon has to, it's sort of monotype in the sense that every single, all other 5 Pokemon have to copy the god. The god doesn't have to be Uber, it can be anything you like, but everything else has to have the same type, so you better pick well. So yeah, I think that's about it. So there are some obvious things in there. This is literally something I made the day it came out, and I haven't touched it since, because I haven't played Showdown since this. Oh well, again, Pika. That's about it. And yeah, the god is, since the god is Kyogre, when the god dies, everything else gets afflicted with curse. So you have to sort of prioritize, like, your god is, in theory, the most powerful thing on your team, but it's also the biggest weakness if it dies. So that's the premise of that. I'm going to lose a lot because I'm not going to be paying attention at all, but it's a thing that's there, so why not? But yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening, I don't know, it plays well, it looks great. If you don't know what it is, it's a roguelike thing like XCOM, and if you don't know what XCOM is, then what the fuck is wrong with you? Go fucking play XCOM. Shameful. But, yeah, it's roguelike, turn-based, yeah, thing. It's basically XCOM with less roguelike elements and more emphasis on sort of story and character development, which I kind of like, because I'm sort of more about that, but XCOM's kind of better for the gameplay and the customization aspect, whereas that's kind of better for the story, and the customization and gameplay's about on par or slightly worse, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Right, flying and psychic. Lugia, I should fucking use Lugia. I love me some Lugia, like one of my favourite legends, you are. Anyway, Kyogre fucks that guy. Stealth Rocks would be sexy, I'd have to say. I'd love me some Stealth Rocks. But you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just leave with Pert. He's there. He's a thing. Yeah, don't have fucking Grass Knot, Victini, or I'll kill your family. Anyway, but yeah, that gets that gets a recommendation because it's really fucking good, and I like it. I'm enjoying it. Even, you know, it's just good. Bit confusing for first-time players, but, you know, that's kind of what you get, I guess. I don't know, it's a thing. It took me a while to sort of figure all the shit out and understand the vague concept of what I'm doing, but I got there in the end, so, you know, well, sort of. I'm playing it on the easiest difficulty, but with, permadeath on, and I swear, I'm so shit at permadeath. Like, if I ever do actually, like, do a proper thing on XCOM, I'm gonna be so bad. Because it's like, in a Nuzlocke on Pokemon, you don't really care that much unless it's something you've built up to like level 50 and you love it. But in that, where you get to know the characters and stuff and things like that, the same with XCOM, where you can kind of, you know, you can make the sort of soldiers up and shit. When you do it that way, and then they die, I always save scum it, and then it's like, well, why did you turn on permadeath then? Like, I've lost, because the AI, my main problem with Awakening is that the AI is so fucking scabby. It's the same thing in XCOM as well. You think you're doing alright, you've basically won the entire fucking match, it's there, it's on a plate, made of salmon, and then one fucking guy will run up to one of your weakest guys, or your healer, or whatever, and he'll just shank it. And then it's dead, and it's just like, I have to restart the entire fucking match now because of you! But it's sort of like, without permadeath, it doesn't feel like it has much weight to it, because if a character dies in a battle, then they just come back after the game, or after the battle without permadeath on. And it's just like, that hasn't got any stakes in it though, but it's like, I turn permadeath on, it's like, but I don't want to lose anyone, for fuck's sake! What are you gonna do? Kyogre, fucks that. Apart from maybe his Kyogre, depending. I am AV Kyogre for some reason, I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. In fact, it's pretty much a straight Kyogre on Kyogre match here. Apart from I have Wash Face and he doesn't for some bizarre fucking reason. Can't quite figure that one out. But I'm gonna go for a Toxic, because even though whatever he does is gonna hurt, I like the fact that he hasn't actually gone for the Origin form as well. He's basically had the same thought I had, which is like, oh, may as well just use Swift Swim then. Spread the love around a bit. Gyarados is probably my... Actually, to be fair, Rotom would probably handle Pert just as well, if not better. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Hydro Pump it. Oh, cheers, Rotom, you slag. I knew that was coming. I think he's running the exact same Pert as well. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, that's a bit better. That cheers me up. But yeah. Anyway, Fire Emblem, great. Fuck yeah. Fire Emblem's good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Happy days. Anyway, Fallout. Not as good as I was... I hate it because I love it, but I hate it because I hate it. The story made me so mad because it's so shit. Unbelievably shit, and the payoff is so weak and limp. But everything else about it is really good. And it's just like, fuck, I told like everyone I recommended it to, I was just like, get it, play it, ignore the story as hard as fucking possible, and you'll have a great time. No problem. Yeah, it's fine, Gyarados, you died, but get on with it. Suck it up, Gyarados, you can do better than that. I'll just pert him now that I have. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna go back into spoiler territory again, so if you still haven't fucking played it, fine, that's cool, I ain't got a problem with that. Oh, shit. Lefty's a Azumarill, eh? That's never a good fucking sign. Are you going to sub up on me, boy? No. What? Fix that? Why? Don't you fucking burn me. Yeah, piss off with your... whatever that is. Oh, Sap Zipper. Right, I get it. I get it. Why don't it be fixed that on a team of 6 water dudes? What am I thinking, eh? Why don't you get Wall Rain? Or, in fact, better yet, why don't you just get Ludicolo? I don't really care too much about... Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. I do have Gyarados for Grasslands, I guess. It's just, I think the main grass dude... Actually, yeah, to be fair, if the main grass dude I was going to face was Shaman Sky, I'd probably get fucked by that pretty hard. So, that is a thing. But, whatever, this team isn't serious. I was trying to understand the concept. And I do, and it's shit. I know this team's shit. I don't really care. It's a thing that's there and it exists. Ah, fuck you, Polytoad. Aha! You fool. Ah, do I really need jelly? Do I really need the jelly? Probably not, but there's probably better ways I could do this. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go into Crawdon. Why not? I don't care. I don't care at all. Oh, wow, this guy is getting axed out to fucking pieces. But yeah, anyway, where I last ended off, talking about fucking Fallout, I believe I got to the point where I found my son, and your son is like this 8-year-old dude in charge of the Institute who are the big bads, and you're just like, well, that's shit, I don't want you to be my son. You know, it's sort of like, well, I think my main problem at the end of the game was like, the son was set up as the through line, the narrative through line, because you were like, I need to go find my kid. Because, yeah, kids and stuff, that's great. And then you eventually find him, and it's just this really old, wrinkly guy. It's just like, oh, hey, Mum, and you're like, hey. What's up, Junior? You fucking... So, anyway, and I was talking to my mechanic mate, and I was like, so, who did you side with? Because, as I said, I ended up just going with the railroad. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. You're my son. No, you're not. You piss off. And he was like, no, I sided with the Institute because, you know, you find your son and it is actually legit. You do find it is your son. And he's like, so I've got to side with him. I'm like, fuck that. It's like, that ain't no kid of mine. The least you would expect from your son is that, you know, when he does eventually, or when you do eventually wake up, the first thing he would do is try and find you. Whereas when you first see him, he's like, I've been watching you closely. I was wondering if you'd make it here. It's like, fuck off, kid. Old kid. You know, don't give me that shit. You're fucking testing me. Just suck on a salty sausage. But no, that's what he gives you. And it's just like, oh, that's shit, isn't it? Why? Why? Why would you do that? That's silly, isn't it? Ah, fucking volt switch. Ah, shit! Wait. Aha! Crawdon to save the day. Sort of, because this guy was going to come in and I am kind of boned. Especially if it's scarfed. Ah, fuck, he's a clever little midget. Although I did quite a lot. Oh, wait! No, wait. No, it doesn't matter at all, does it? No, it doesn't matter. No, I'd lose, I don't care. Yeah, so I sort of went against him. Because it just pissed me off that I'm assuming what the game wanted you to think was that, you know, alright, yeah, he's your son, but on the other hand, is he really your son when you've not known him his entire life? He's now like 80 billion years old and he's gonna fucking die of cancer? Like, yeah, okay, your son by blood and nothing else. I'm not sticking up for that. Yeah, you're scarfed, or you want a speed tie. Either or, don't care, I lose. Fantastic. Whatever, moving on. But that's, yeah. So like I say, I went through all that, and I finally managed to figure out, looking it up on fucking FAQs, the fucking line of quests that I had to go through, or the choices I had to make to get to the right point that I wanted to reach for a purely story reason. Good thinking there, you dipshits. What, is it supposed to improve replayability, taking the character that I spent fucking ages building up and making really good, and then picking the wrong story option and fucking it? Brilliant. Genius. Yeah, that wouldn't put a downer on it, would it? Oh, why don't you just play the story first? Like, because that's not what I bought the game for. Alright? I bought it because, in fact, you know, I just wanted to have fun. And it's like, you know what, I did. And I like the game for that, and I appreciate the game for that. It still pisses me off. It's depressing. Ugh. You know, it's still a large part of the game that was shit. But, yeah, anyway, so you go up against your son, and, you know, you break all the synths out of the Institute, and then you find your son on his deathbed as he's dying of cancer. And you'd think, like, that would be a really emotional point, because, again, it's sort of, you could have had that discussion of, like, alright, maybe you are my son from a biological standpoint, but I've never known you. You didn't bother to try anything to get me out of the weird cryogenic freeze chamber I was in. You didn't bother to try and find me when I actually woke up, despite the fact that you have loads of synthetic agents all over the fucking wasteland. You just said, hey, you're here in the Institute. Well done for getting here. I'm sure it wasn't hard at all. Would you like to join me in purging all the innocents? Not in that specific terminology, but basically from where I stood. Ich begin well met bladder, Engel in para... What? Oh yeah, he has a celebi. Oh, that's not good. Jammer. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Right, Gyarados, you've got to do it all by yourself, because if you don't, we're fucked. That's a good sign, actually, I'll take that. I'll go for a cheeky taunt. But yeah, so like I say, you want to step in, and like, it would have been a really good sort of place to have a genuine bit of touching dialogue, and instead it just gets shit on, because your son, instead of being angry at you, you're like, oh, I feel betrayed, why would he do that? And it's like, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Really? It's like those parents who want to go, you know, they give their kid up for adoption, and I don't know, 15 years later, they're like, I really miss that kid I never knew, never cared for, and got rid of at the earliest possible convenience. Let's go find it. It's that kind of way. It's like, yeah, okay, blood, fine, great, blood's good and shit, but it's not, you know, it doesn't actually replace genuine care and stuff. Oh, now you speak English. Well, I don't know if OFC actually counts as English, but it's close. It's English terminology, damn it, and that's what counts here. So yeah, and like instead they just kind of bungle it, and the guy's just like, I understand, but I'm really disappointed. Can you leave now? And it's just like, what? Really? Even when you could have actually, you know, you could have made the character regret their choice a bit, or actually think about their choice. He's just like, don't like you anymore, mum. You know, fuck off. And so, after all that, and after all this dumb bullshit I had to go through, and, you know, doing stuff I didn't want to do to get to the right mission, to get the right ending to the story I wanted, genius, you blow up the Institute because they started a nuclear, or you started a nuclear reactor, which again, I thought I didn't want to do because it was accelerating their plans. I didn't realise I had to take the nuclear reactor and blow it up. Are you supposed to be psychic to get the ending you want? I don't understand. Especially when getting the ending you want requires playing missions for the enemy. It's really dumb. But anyway, did all that, blew them up, massive atom bomb thing, and I'm thinking, right, it's done. I gotta at least get something great for this. I don't know, blowjob from the head railroad lady, whatever. Something of vague worth. Nah. What you get is you get a minute-long cutscene that I don't know if it varies on your ending, but it's basically the gist of the cutscene is like, I came to the wasteland, I'm a lady out of time, I wanted to find my kid, didn't find my kid, sort of. But now my kid is dead, so I'm gonna start over in the wasteland, but this time I've got people to help me, that care about me. War never changes, and I'm like, that was terrible. I get it, it's cool, the symmetry of War never changes at the starting cutscene, War never changes at the ending, great, fantastic. I'm sure whoever, gold star to whoever wrote that, I'm sure your teacher was very proud of you. It's very good. You know what, I might just forfeit because my team is not built for this shit, but there you go. He's probably not wrong, Mr. Hikaru. You. Ugh. Why do I bounce? Why do I think this is a good fucking idea? Ah, man. Bulky chomp. Why do you do this to me, lad? Why? Oh, fuck it. It's just going to purt. Oh, no. You can make the plays. Mooey bounce response. What are you talking about? You're speaking gibberish, man. And it's like that fucking... It's fucking hack Celebi all over again. Fuck that Celebi. You know, I can't even be bothered because I really just can't do anything and he's annoying me. I have you teams. That you team, oh fuck, it's a team, it'll do. I'll probably lose as well, but I don't care. So yeah, you blow up the Institute. I mean, you also blow up the Brotherhood of Steel. Like, basically, you sneak onto the big Brotherhood of Steel blimp because they've got a blimp for some. I don't know what they have a blimp. You sneak onto it and you plant some charge. Oh, sorry, I need a bit of my coffee. I'm losing my voice from being too angry. Anyway, yeah, you sneak onto the blimp, and there are like 3 different speech, like, charisma check thingies that you can do to bypass all of it, or you can kill all of them. I just wanted to get to the ending to see what the ending was. So I I did all the fucking speech checks and didn't realise that when my friend told me later that if you kill all of them, i.e. the shoddy way of doing it, you get one of the best miniguns in the game. And I was like, oh, that's good. I'm really glad I did that the way it was kind of intended. Brilliant. So I missed that. Whatever, fuck it, it's a thing now. I just wanted to get to the end so I could say it was done, and then I know where I stand with the fucking thing. So, I blow up the blimp, blow up the Institute, get my shitty cutscene, and then I turn around and I'm like, right, Railroad Lady, you've been standing, we've watched this explosion. I hope you have, like, the best weapon in the game ever for me. It's got to be amazing. I want it to be sick. Bearing in mind that my arsenal is awesome. And, like, I love all my guns. They're amazing. I built them up over time. I've modified them all. I like them. They're good. Even though a lot of the modifications in the guns are just ways of incrementally improving stats, but whatever. What do you have for me? And she says, thank you, Jesus. You did a great thing today. And I'm like, I sure did. And then we stand there awkwardly for a minute. And then she goes, so are you ready for your next mission? No! No, I'm fucking not. I played so much of just the main game. Just having fun, killing stuff, moseying around, got my James Bond pistol with the silencer, got, like, a quadruple-barreled rocket launcher, killed some crabs. Fuck, that fucking crab was more of an interesting fucking storyline than the entire fucking main story. Because I made a vendetta against that fucking crab in the Minutemen, because that crab fucked me up and made me reach start, because I just couldn't defeat it. And then I came back, and I was better, and I was ready, and I killed the shit out of that crab. That crab couldn't handle nothing. I found its crabby body, I killed its crabby body too. That was more interesting, and had more emotion to it, than the main story. There. But yeah, I wanted something, anything, to just warrant this massive waste of my fucking time, and I got dick all. The lady's just like, are you ready for the next mission? It's like, no, woman. No, I'm not really. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. I don't want to do this anymore. You're gonna outspeed me and kill me with an EQ. No! Aha, fool! I am AV, fucker! Or am I? Am I? I don't even remember. It's not showing anything. What am I? Yeah, I'm AV, fucker! I also outspeed you, fucker! Take that, foul demon! That's poor, but yeah, I'll get on with it. What? No, you know, I may as well just stay in Sludge Wave. I may as well. Oh. Well, that's silly, isn't it? I can just go into save. In fact, you know what? Fucking better. I'll go into Gross. And I'll set up my stealth rocks, fool! I know I can't really do much to it, but I can make it look like I can. Sort of. Oh, shit. Oh, no, he's called my bluff, you fool! Why'd you do that to me? No, don't bullet! Shit, I misclicked. I wanted Ice Punch. I'm an idiot. Oh, really? You gone Waterfall and Bounce? Oh, that's interesting. Oh well, I have to stay in net because of that, yeah. Yeah, fuck off. Don't be a twat. Did it have Intimidate? No! Oh, it's Moxie! Brilliant! Yay! Fuck. Oh wait, my Zapdos outspeeds it. Tee-hee-hee. What an idiot! Right. This is why we use Scarf Zapdos. Because it's good. Sometimes. Don't really like it, actually. But it's there. So yeah, that's kind of where I was at with Fallout. And why I just bought Fire Emblem Awakening. Because it was something fucking different. Like, I literally spent so long playing Fallout. And then just to have that end my playthrough, it left it on, like, the sourest of notes. Like, apart from the beginning of the main story, which I kind of liked, because you meet a cool detective dude, and he's kind of cool. But I think the main problems with it for me, like, apart from the shitty ending, which a 5-year-old could have written, but the main problem, like, the guy who kills your husband right at the start is called Kellogg, for some reason. He's Cereal Man, and you fucking find him in, like, the 5th mission of the main story, and you kill him. Like, you can't reason with him, you can't do anything, you can't say anything, you just kill him. And I was like, ooh. Well, I suppose, alright, 7th mission. There are a couple of cool little bits. Although one of those missions is following your fucking dog and trying to find random beers and cigars that Kellogg has left lying around next to a convenient seat, because the man literally carries a stack of deck chairs wherever he goes, so he can put a deck chair down, put a little table down, get an ashtray out, get one beer out, one cigar, and drink and smoke half. And that's how you find his trail? Great. Whoa. Fuck's sake, man. So yeah, that was that. But there was one cool mission where you actually get to look inside of his memories. I kind of like that. Although actually no, that was post-Kellogg, wasn't it? Because you need his brain circuitry jiggery to... Yeah. Alright, no, that's post-Kellogg. It doesn't count. Even though it's a good mission, I actually quite like it. Because that was actually some decent narrative stuff. That was, you know, good story. You get to know the guy a bit more. I kind of like that. That's neat. It's interesting. But that's like one, like... little fleck of diamond in a sea of sandy shit. Oh man. Oh, I can't build teams anymore. I'm so bad at this game. What are you gonna lead with? I probably would have assumed your Hydreigon, considering I'm running my own AV Hydreigon for some reason. I don't know why. Do I really know why I do anything? No. Right, it's just U-turn out. Well, that does a good bit of damage, I can get behind that. Also, I really need to run Taunt on my Sableye. I just never know where to put it, I swear. I'm so bad at that. It needs Taunt, but it doesn't have it. This is like, ugh. Yeah, I'll go Dark Pulse. Fine. Ooh, look at that fancy new animation. I outspeed you. Oh, wait, you haven't got an item. Nah, I outspeed you. I don't care, die. Oh, no, it's fucking Scarfed. Why? Scarfed with Ice Fang. Great. Whatever. But yeah, it's... Oh, fucking hell, I can't even... Yeah, that's about it. Like I say, the start of the main story is okay, and then the rest of it is just puke. Pukey bullshit, and I hate it. Wow, people do not want to hang around, do they? I might just cut it. I'm too pissed off, and I need a shit, quite frankly. I'm sorry. I'm an honest person. I can't lie. Fucking Christ. I'm losing my voice. I fucking bought a wok today. Oh no, not today. I bought it a few days ago. It was like, January sales, need a new wok. Got the wok. It's not a wok. It's a fucking lie. My sister likes it, and I'm okay with that. But I was like, I spent like my entire afternoon with me and my co-workers arguing about the merits of a wok and what kind of wok I should get. Because I'm a wok amateur. I know nothing of woks. I use woks, but I know nothing about buying them, what I'm looking out for. And I was schooled in the ways of the wok. I don't know why, it's random, but it's a thing that happened. But yeah, so I'm a bit, I've lost my voice a bit from shouting about woks. It's a thing, it happens, you know, it's just, you get into wocky arguments, and chaos just ensues. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I could go on about Fallout. I think the only main other problem I have with Fallout 4 as a game, apart from the main... Like, the main story is huge! It's a massive, great, steaming dump on a really nice game. But the only other slight caveat I have is, with all the base building, and with all the weapon, you know, modifications and stuff, and all the, like, the clothes and shit... Why isn't there, like, skins for the weapons and the base build? Not the clothes as such, because the clothes you're going to find throughout the game. I think the only thing that would be kind of nice is some of the clothes, like some of the suits and stuff are, like, dirty or unclean. It's like, can I just have a machine that can remove the unclean or dirty moniker from those suits so I can have clean suits? Just a rent, like, I don't know, you get a fucking washing machine, put that in the game, so I could just get rid of that. But that would remove that and would solve that problem. But it's like, it doesn't... When I build a base, or when I build a weapon, it's like, the weapons are cool, and I like the weapons, I like the way they fire, I like the, you know, the weight to them as a game mechanic, I like the gunplay, it's good, I like the sneaking, even though it's broken as sin, and every single AI cannot handle it in the game. Apart from maybe crabs. Crabs, they for some reason seem quite good at spotting sneaking people. I don't know why. Crabs, they're evil. Especially giant queen crabs. They fuck you up. But I fucked that queen. Oh, fuck that crab. I swear though, that struggle. But anyway, yeah, it's like, why isn't there just a thing where, like, even if it, like, in-game costed stupid amounts of money... Like, why isn't there a thing where I can take the individual parts of my gun and either make them a different colour or make them clean? You know, it's like, why do my guns have to look scabby and horrible, depending... It's like armour plating as well. It's like, some of the armour plating looks quite nice, and yes, you can paint your armours, but it's sort of like, a lot of the... It's like Army of Two cracked that one. They had like 150 different skins for your weapons, and you could paint different parts. It's not a lot to ask for. It's just, it makes you feel like you're accomplishing something when in this horrible wasteland of nuclear death you have something that's actually clean and shiny and new. And when you're making your settlement, not every single fucking wall has a fucking hole in it. Makes you feel like you're going somewhere. Makes you feel like you're taking back the Commonwealth, not just adding more shit to it. But that's like the small extra sweet corn in the massive turd on the nice game. If you see my point. But yeah, I would recommend Fallout. It's just, I hate the story so fucking much. It's horrible, and it's sinful. And it took a great game, and it made it a good game. That still, it shows how good the rest of the game is, but that's where it left me, and it's just like, I don't know whether I would have wished I'd got it out of the way sooner, or, you know, just played it right at the start and then experienced the rest of the game, but I don't know. It just annoys me. But anyway, so there you go. Go see the Hateful Eight. Go eat some tasty Mexican food at Oaxaca, because they're great. Fucking get Fire Emblem Awakening. Get Fallout 4 with a very sort of, don't play the main fucking story. Shit. I don't know. I think, is that about it? I think that probably covers it. I think I've managed to sum up everything. Yeah, fuck it, that'll do. Alright, see you in a bit. Peace.